I'm in Rutland, Vermont, just walking around on the 4th of July, 2025. The town is located in Vermont, which is in the northeastern United States. And today is Independence Day. And I'm not sure how it's gonna end up working out, but I wanted to just walk along and randomly ask people, what would you tell George Washington and his troops at Valley Forge if you could send them a message? Hi. I'm doing a Facebook Live, and I'm just, because it's Independence Day, I just wanted to ask people, what would they tell George Washington and his troops at Valley Forge?
Thanks for the awesome. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there's someone that doesn't know what happened, but they said, thanks for being awesome. And I'm not going to do this for a terrible long time, but and I'm not going to show people. Right? I'm not going to show people unless it's okay with them, but I will ask the question. Anybody on that side. Somebody is starting their truck over there, so I can't ask them. This guy looks patriotic, but seems to be walking away, and I'm not going to catch up. I'm on Facebook Live walking around randomly asking people, what would you tell George Washington and his troops at Valley Forge?
What?
It's the 4th of July right now.
Yeah.
And the first
What would I tell who?
the first president of the United States was George Washington.
Yeah.
And during the American Revolution, him and his troops ended up basically practically freezing to death, malnutrition and everything else. And they, were very, down and, not sure if they were going to win and stuff like that. And I just wanted to ask people, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them? Keep your head up.
Yeah.
Got
That
it.
sounds good.
Tell them to eat some apples. That's where we are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also not showing people's faces, unless it's okay with them. Well, thank you for answering.
Have a good day.
Oh my goodness. Sadly, that's the second people that didn't know what I was talking about. Hello, sir. Hello. I'm randomly walking around and asking people, what would you tell Valley Forge troops and George Washington? Not, no comment? Okay. I'm not showing people either, so. I'm on Facebook Live and I'm not showing people. If you want to answer one question.
No, I'm all set. Have a nice day.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Either they don't want to talk about it or they don't remember. It's horrible. Hi, would you mind answering a question without being shown on Facebook Live?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm asking people first though, right? Well, except for the first one, person I sort of almost didn't ask them. Hi folks. I'm just going to show you my, here, I'm not going to show people if they don't want to be shown, but I'm walking around just asking people if you were able to send a message to the troops and George Washington at Valley Forge during the American Revolution, what would you tell them?
I'm thinking.
Yeah. I mean, knowing what we know now,
Yeah.
what would you tell them?
What would I tell them?
Yeah.
George Washington.
Yeah.
Hang in there, guys.
Yeah, hang in there. Do you mind if I show your face, or if you don't want me to, then that's fine. That's fine. I'm asking people first.
I can understand.
Thanks.
That. I wish my husband was here because he would have definitely should stay. And he
Yeah, and what's
would have been very
yeah, what's
apropos
really
of the
sad-
situation. No, I'm not interested.
no, I just wanted to tell you what's really sad is some people don't know what I'm
even
talking
know.
about.
I know.
They don't even know what I'm talking about. And there was
That's
two
right.
young people. They said, "Who's
What-
George Washington?"
And isn't that sad?
That's horrible.
in Valley Forge, you know.
Yeah, that's what made us free, you know. Okay, thank you. Oh, I see. Well, so far they either don't want to be on camera, don't want to comment, or they don't know what I'm talking about. Hi. All right. Are you gonna ask me what I'm doing? Or
No.
oh, okay.
I'm waiting for the cops for this car.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know because I saw you walking towards me.
No, I was just
Yeah.
walking over here because I see they're here.
Yeah, I'm
but
just.
They don't know where the
Yeah, I'm
car
just.
is.
I'm randomly walking around asking people, what would you tell Valley Forge, the militia and George Washington, if you could send them a message showing what you know now.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the guy that just pulled in, I'm not going to ask him because he just looks like he's just arriving to work or something. Hey, there's not very many people. No, my goodness. Hi, would you guys mind answering a question about Independence Day?
Sure, we can do that for a second.
I'm not showing people if they don't want to. I'm on Facebook Live and I just want to ask people, if knowing what you know now, what would you tell George Washington and his men at Valley Forge?
Buckle up.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Thanks. Yeah, I want to show people on camera, but they either don't want to be there on camera or, okay, I don't see anybody. And I don't know, do I even want to go over there? There's hardly anybody over there. I think I'm better off maybe walking more around downtown. So I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to just mosey along pretty much and ask people. Maybe I should if I sit on a bench, I'm going to wait for people to go by and hardly anyone's around. So The two young girls might have not graduated from high school, but they didn't know who George Washington was. So that doesn't say too much wonderful about our education system right now. Okay. Where's a person? There's a guy way over there, but I think I'm going to stick to the sidewalk right now. So tell me, what do you think? Do you think that I should... Oh. Yes or no? Do you think I should maybe walk into some businesses that are open and ask people that are running the businesses? I see two people coming. Cross your fingers. Oops, sorry. Try not to get in the way. Yeah, they don't look like they're going to be talkative. Here's a guy on a bench. A guy on a bench. Let's see what he's got to say. Hi. I said hello. It's Independence Day.
Away.
Today's the 4th of July.
Away.
Huh?
Let's give you on.
No, I'm not going to sit down. I was wondering if you, like, say, if knowing what you know now about us being a free country, what would you know who George Washington is, right? He's the first president. George Washington. Well, so what would you tell people that were fighting, like, if you could send them a message from now, what would you tell the people that were fighting, like, 200 years ago to make us a free country? You don't know? Okay. I was just wondering. Very sad results. Okay, I'm just going to stay on this side of the street. I don't see people on this side. So I'm going to cross over. See, there's nobody. But if I cross over, there's more people walking on the other side. Okay. Ha ha ha, yeah, right. Nah, Johnny isn't going to want to ride around the block. I am going to go up to him and ask him, though. Not yet. I really need some grease for my walker wheel, and the brake is broken on it. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Oh, no English? Okay, it's okay. Huh. Gosh. Not having much luck, am I? There's a guy across the street, but I'm not going to race over. By the time I get over there, he'll be like around the block. Maybe the sandwich shop is open. Or something. Let's see. Oh, dude. I'm squeaking so they know I'm coming. They'll be crossing the road before I get up there. squeaky. Let's see. Maybe I'll ask for a, I don't know. Milkshake. Probably the easiest. Oops, sorry for the squeaking.
You are absolutely fine. Just hide those extras for yourself, so then they'll be able to have them.
Well, or I'd leave one extra in there and watch all the guys at the fire station fight over it.
Yeah, that's a much better idea. But could you
Walking around downtown, started over in the plaza, just asking people, knowing what you know now, what would you tell George Washington and his troops in Valley Forge?
Yeah.
And either they don't know what I'm talking about, don't know who George Washington is, or they have no comment and they try to hide. And one lady didn't know English.
Oh, okay.
But I did get a few, keep it up, you know, awesome job kind of thing.
I am happy. I mean, other than able to pay rent.
Well, there you go.
So we're coming out even now. I think that's pretty good. Yeah.
Thank
Call the
you.
lodge as well.
Will do.
All right, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Have a good day.
Hi.
Oh, how are you today?
I'm okay. I'm just wondering what you got for flavors for the milkshake.
For milkshakes, it's any of these, and we
Okay.
do maple creamies also.
I guess I'll just try the. I'll just do the vanilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vanilla milkshake, please. Anything else today?
I just want to know, what would you tell the people in Valley Forge if you could send them a message?
Valley Forge in
George-
Pennsylvania?
No, George Washington and his troops in Valley Forge when they were malnutritioned and freezing and didn't have the proper, you know, clothing and stuff like that, and they didn't know if they were going to win the war. What would you tell them?
Keep going.
Yeah. Do you mind if I let them see who you are? Yeah. Keep going.
Keep going.
Most
Don't stop.
like so far that's the answer I'm getting, and some people didn't know who he was, and one.
I'm from that area,
Yeah.
but yeah, keep
Awesome.
going. Don't stop.
Yeah, awesome. But try to get in here so I can get my sugar. I'm gonna bring one of my grandkids in here at some point, but
That would be great.
yeah. Okay, just trying to find the card here. Here it is. And is this one where you tap or?
Yes. I'll put on. Yes, I'll help you out. You're gonna hit the X, and then you just hold it there. And it takes a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta hold it
I
there.
gotta hold it there longer.
I think that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. It'll be right out. Thank you.
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you. Oops. So wait over here with my squeaky wheel. I should go to Walmart and get something to spray on the wheel. But anyways. So gotta put this down for a second. So I can zip stuff back up.
In my leg. And nothing in my face or my legs either. Or my
I'm
arm.
sweating a lot. My goodness. I'm wearing
How are you doing today?
Oh. I'm sweating. Wow, it's making me sweat.
How's it going? What do you think about today?
I do medium.
So
Okay. Well, I don't like the sun, so. Oh, thank you. Squeak my way out the door. You too. Hi. Oh. I'm gonna. Well, I see any people here. Yes, I walked by 2 people, but they have dogs. And maybe they didn't feel like answering, but I don't know. Hey. Oops. Uh-oh. I wasn't trying to do that. How do I turn it around? Come on, turn around. Okay, I gotta turn it around. Somehow. Oh, come on. Oh, here it is. Okay. No one's down there. There's a man way down there, but I'm trying to steer with a milkshake now. I don't think that's going to go very well. So, hopefully, this is not a very good sidewalk. Okay. Come on. All I'm trying to do is get over the stuff. Maybe this woman will have a good answer. Oh, she's crossing the road. Okay, she's leaving. She ran away. She didn't even know I was gonna ask something, but I'm struggling here. Okay. See some people. Let's see. I doubt the bus is going today, so let's see what I get here. Squeaky. You speak good English?
No English.
No English? Oh boy. Hey. Hello, ma'am. I'm on Facebook Live just asking people if they were going to tell, knowing what you know now, if you were going to tell people that we're fighting for this to be a country free from England, what would you tell them? And you can be totally honest, whatever you would say.
I'm not sure because I've just come to the country and I don't have much input as yet.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, it looks like I'm going over here, cutting across Wheel Street. People don't speak English. They don't know who George Washington is. you, they say keep it up and thanks for what you did. Okay, here I go. Fight with this sidewalk. Really. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go up here. I thought George Washington and his people didn't really care about if the streets would have been like this. Maybe they would have thought it was a much better street. But still, sidewalks need fixing. Come on. Oop. It says slow connection. Have to give you props for walking up to people. Oh well, I don't have a problem doing that. I'm just trying to be polite, but there's some people up here, but I'm not going to get there in time with the way the sidewalk is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're gone. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here's the decision. Do I go to the VFW post? Maybe they're not open. I don't know. I'm just going to do this. I think later on, at a different time, I will go there to the VFW post. I'm still trying to get over the sidewalk. I'm the only person here. No one else is out here. Maybe someone will be on Center Street. Yeah, it's taking a bit of... Oh, did it again by accident. Uh-oh. Come on here. Turn around. It's Flag Day. There's two people walking over there, but the sidewalk will keep me from getting them. Would you mind answering a question?
No,
That's okay. Okay, some people are here. I need to get a minute. Hi, sir. Can you tell me who the first president was?
First president?
Yeah.
George Washington.
Okay. Like, if you could go back in a time machine, what would you tell him and his people at Valley Forge? Yeah, I know.
I have nothing to say.
You don't have anything to say? I'm just curious what people would say, that's all.
Yeah.
And sadly, a couple of young women didn't even know who he was.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wow.
Okay, thanks. Yes, he was the first president of the United States. And, oh my goodness. Oh, I'd have better luck like sitting somewhere waiting for people to walk by, but I don't want to do it in the sun. I already went that way. I'm gonna go this way. Oh my goodness, there's people over there. Yeah, but like, the crosswalk isn't here. They're gonna be inside or something before I get anywhere. And it's kind of rude to holler across the street, so. Okay, going back here, crossing the road. It is Independence Day celebration for the United States, July 4th, 2025. And I've been walking around downtown in Rutland City, my hometown in Vermont, and asking people a question about if they could give a message to George Washington, General George Washington and his men in Valley Forge, where they were starving and, you know, dealing with the elements, having to live through winter without enough clothing and things like that. What would you tell them? Knowing what you know today, what would you tell them? So here I am fighting the sidewalk again. This is slow connection. And I can happily say that's the internet. I have a connection. My synapses are working perfectly fine, but no, the internet is not. I'm about to spill my milkshake by accident. So, because cold vanilla milkshake is helping me out wonders, and giving me the energy I need to get over the sidewalk. Okay, I'm gonna go to the corner, and then I'm gonna go, maybe I'll go sit if there's a shade in front of the City Hall, but I don't know. Again, no people. I'm alone. Oh. I think there's some of the same people. I tried asking something. Hi, I want to ask you something silly. Who's the first president of the United States?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was George Washington, right?
Good.
I mean, allegedly.
Well, yeah. But the thing is, I've been walking around just randomly asking people stuff about the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And 2 young girls that, if they're graduated from high school, did not know what I was talking about.
I was just messing.
I
good luck on
thought you were. I'm sure you were. Oh, nah. Okay. I'm not going to chase that person. Okay, I don't know who's sitting on the bench here, but if it's who I think it is, they don't want to talk about politics or anything anyways. Nope. Maybe it's somebody else. Well, I don't see Johnny Wilkins right now. Let's see where he is. still on that bench across the street? Gotta ask him. I gotta ask him. Maybe I should go in the park. I don't know. Or maybe I should just go inside. Well, it's been fun. I don't think he's over there though. Happy 4th of July. Oh, he's still over there. I'm gonna go ask him. I gotta get over the stuff here. Hi. Okay, here we go. First I gotta get across the street. Okay. Gotta wait. Press the button. I guess I will end this one with Johnny Wilkins. Oop. Here I am trying to get on there. Hello. You know me, right?
Boy,
Yeah, you know me. Your name is Johnny, right?
boy, I know you.
Yeah.
You lived over there.
Yeah. Do you remember George Washington?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. What would you tell him if you could send him a message now?
Who cares?
Oh, who cares?
Oh,
Okay. Where am I gonna go over here? I'm gonna cross back over. I'm gonna cross back over. I'm gonna go behind this building where there's a little park. There's a park here behind this building, and it's called the Center Street Marketplace Park or something like that. Maybe some people will be there. Maybe some people there will know who George Washington is. I said I was going to end with Johnny Wilkins, but I didn't like his answer. So I have to get a better one. I cannot end this Facebook Live with someone saying, who cares? That is not acceptable. So let's see. And there has to be somebody back here. Maybe just relaxing or something. So I am walking around downtown Rutland City in Vermont. Vermont is in the northeast United States. And today is Independence Day for the United States. And I've been going around with Facebook Live and asking people if you could tell George Washington and his men in Valley Forge any message, what would it be? And I expect these people to say, forget it, to be honest. Hi. Okay. Okay. I didn't know there was some place to plug in here. Yeah. You know who George Washington is, right?
The first president.
Right?
Yeah.
Two girls, they look maybe high school age or maybe just graduated, over in the parking lot across the street. They didn't know who he was when I was asking them.
God.
But like, you know, what would you tell him if you could tell him something? Like, say, well, you sound like you know history. You know, they were well, his men and him, they were lacking the right clothing and didn't have enough food and stuff in Valley Forge. If you could send him a message through time, what would you say? I don't know. So far, people said they don't know English. They don't know who he is.
I just don't know what I'd say.
Yeah, but and usually, you know, most of them have said, you know, thanks for being awesome, or
Right.
don't give up and that kind of thing. Yeah, but I'm just shocked that some people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, they get the day off from work probably, right? Yeah. Well, you just made my day by knowing who he is. So now I know the world isn't lost. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm squeaking. Okay, I'm gonna go inside. Go inside the building where I live, and I guess this is the end of the Facebook Live.